Now, oftentimes I get asked questions like, how many bundles should I start off with and which texture should I buy? Now, I can't give you the answer to that question because every business has a different customer base. And your customers may not like the same textures and lengths that my customers are frequently buying. And if you are just starting out and you do not know what your customer wants, it's going to be hard for you to decide which texture and which lengths to get. Keep in mind that you are new to this hair business game, okay? It is okay to take your time and be patient and work your way up. You do not need to jump in full throttle and, leave yourself with a bunch of hair that you cannot move. Now, if you are a hairstylist and you know exactly what your regular customers are wanting as far as textures and length, then yeah, go ahead and buy, what they want. But if you have no idea, like you literally do not know how many bundles to buy and which textures to get, just hold off on it. I always advise doing the pre-order option. And by doing the pre-order option, it gives you the ability to place orders with your vendor as customers are placing orders with you. And gradually over time, you'll be able to realize like, oh, my customers actually like the length 20 through 22. And they also really like straight hair and wavy hair, but they aren't really buying curly. So as you are collecting this data, then you will be able to start investing in stock, and you will know that you should have more straight hair and more wavy hair than curly hair, and you should have, lengths 22, 24, and 26. It's all dependent on what your customer is buying, but if you don't have a customer base, then you have no idea what your customer will be buying. So take time to get to know your customer, okay? Take time to see what your customers are actually buying. Pay attention to customer activity, and that will be an indication of what lengths and textures you should invest into for your company. Once you have found a vendor, they will give you a minimum order quantity. Minimum order quantity is also known as an MOQ. Usually vendors will quote you with 10 bundles. So that meaning that you have to purchase a minimum of 10 bundles to get wholesale price from them. Now, depending on your vendor, some vendors actually allow you to do the pre-order option. Now, to ensure that that is okay, make sure that you ask your vendor and just be straight up with them. Let them know like, hey, right now, I just want to take it slow and purchase with you as my customers purchase with me. A lot of vendors are going to say that that is okay. So once you've set that up and you know that you can do the pre-order option with your vendor, you now have the ability to go ahead, have a website, pull all textures and all lengths that are available on your website and allow your customers to choose from said lengths and textures, okay? This method is very simple and it's great for people that are just starting out. You're just going to want to make sure that you have a website. Like, I think it's so important to have a website. You can do Shopify or you can do a WordPress, or you can do a Wix. Now, I do not have any experience with Wix or Shopify. I do know that people tend to gravitate towards those, I think, because they're a little bit easier to set up. However, I have a WordPress, and I believe WordPress is actually cheaper. So those are your website options. I say have a website so that you don't have to deal with customers constantly asking you questions in regards to what textures are available, which lengths are available, how much is this, X, Y, and Z. The website will eliminate those questions. Or, you will still get them, but you will easily be able to just direct your customer to your website and they can go check out everything that they want to find out through there. Beyond having a website, you're also going to want to make sure that you have your packaging in stock. That is something that you definitely want in stock. You do not want to send customers the hair in the packaging that comes from your vendors. Go ahead and have packaging that fits your brand. It doesn't have to be the most intricate and fanciest packaging in the world. Just find packaging that fits your brand and packaging that you can afford starting out. And once you receive your hair from your vendor, take it out of the packaging, wash it, do whatever you have to do to prep it, label it, and put it inside of your packaging and ship it off to your customer. Now, because you were doing the pre-order option, you're going to want to keep in mind that shipping time is not going to be as fast as it would be if you had the hair in stock. That being said, make sure that on your website you have policies in place. Allow your customer to understand and know that they will have to wait. You don't have to straight up and say this is a pre-order option. You can tell them it's a pre-order option, but just let them know like, hey, shipping is going to be 7 to 10 days. Processing is going to be 7 to 10 days. Make sure that you are aware of how long it takes for the hair to get from your vendor to you so that you know how much time you need to quote your customer. And always give yourself time. If it takes 2 to 3 days to get the hair from your vendor, I wouldn't quote your customer that the hair will get there in 2 to 3 days. I would tell them 5 to 7 days. You always want to give yourself time because life happens and things happen and you never know, what tomorrow's going to look like. You might run into something where you might not be able to wash the hair, or maybe you've washed the hair and now it needs time to dry so you can't package it as fast. Like, always just give yourself a little bit of a grace period and just be straight up and honest with your customer and let your customer know, hey, it's going to take X amount of days for it to get to you. Have your policies clearly stated on your website. I actually have an option where once a customer gets to checkout, they have to check in a box that they have read the shipping and return policy so that I am aware that they've read the shipping and return policy and they are aware of my policy so that there's no confusion once they've received the hair or once they've made their purchase. They're actually not allowed to even make a purchase until they check that box. So definitely have policies in place. And yeah, this was a really quick and short video. I just want to let you guys know that it definitely is possible to, sell hair without having that hair in stock. And as I've said in previous videos, you're going to need a marketing plan, okay? Have a plan and follow through with that plan. You may not get a sale overnight. This hair business isn't going to change everybody's life overnight. However, with time and patience, you will see it growing and you will reap benefits from it. So definitely just be patient. Definitely just have a marketing plan and follow that. And, you will be able to reap the benefits of the seed that you've sown. If you need help on how to price your bundles, check out one of my last previously uploaded videos. It'll be in the description box below. And it'll also be in the card section up above so that you can watch that video. That is all I have for you guys today. If you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Stay blessed.